2026 is shaping up to be a fantastic year for romance anime, with long-awaited sequels, movie finales, and exciting new series already making waves. We've got plenty to look forward to. Here are the top 10 most anticipated romance anime of 2026. This is one of the more low-key romance anime coming in 2026. Suzuki is energetic, talkative, and always asking random questions, while Tani keeps things short and says exactly what he means. Most of their interactions are small, quick conversations, awkward pauses, simple moments. But that's what makes it work. The relationship develops naturally without forcing drama, and the characters feels very believable. If you like slow character-focused romance, this is an easy recommendation. This one mixes rom-com energy with a supernatural twist. Kanan is an ancient demon who comes to the human world planning to take a human soul, and instead ends up making a romantic contract. Watching someone who lived for centuries completely fail at understanding human emotions is where most of the humor comes from. It plays a familiar rom-com idea, but the demon angle keeps things fresh. Based on what we've seen so far, it looks light, funny, and surprisingly sincere. Season 1 was messy, but it also had moments that worked really well, especially when it's focused on the characters. A lot of viewers stayed for the chemistry rather than the mystery itself. Season 2 looks like it's leaning more towards those strengths, while hopefully smoothing out the pacing issues from before. If you enjoy the emotional side of the series, this sequel is still worth checking out. This fantasy romance starts with a strong construct. Sarafina is a powerful knight who expects punishment after losing a war, but instead she's offered marriage. The barbarian king turns out to be shy, awkward, and completely inexperienced with romance. The dynamic between a confident warrior and a reserved ruler makes the relationship feel gentle rather than dramatic. It's a slower fantasy romance that focuses on character interaction more than the action. At first, this looks like a simple recap movie, but it turned out to be more than that. With new scenes and improved visuals, it's become something fans are actually excited about. The original series stood out for how honest and awkward the romance felt. Revisiting those moments with better production plus added content makes this an easy watch for anyone who enjoyed the show. This series somehow keeps working despite how ridiculous the idea sounds. Even with a massive cast, it still manages to give each character time to shine. Season 3 means more characters, more comedy, and more absurd situations, but the structure that made the earlier seasons fun is still there. It's one of the few harem rom-coms that stay entertaining without completely falling apart. This is one of the calmest romance anime returning in 2026. The focus stays almost entirely on Mahiru and Amane, without unnecessary subplots or distraction. Season 2 continues their slow, natural relationship growth through everyday moments. If you enjoy quiet, comforting romance, this is one of the safest picks this year or next year. After several seasons and movies, the Rascal series is finally coming to an end. The writing has always been the biggest strength, especially when it comes to relationships. Sakuta and Mai's story has been the emotional core from the start, and this final movie is meant to bring everything together. For lifelong fans, this is likely going to be one of the most emotional releases of 2026. Season 3 brings Momo back into the center of palace mysteries and political tension. The series mixes problem-solving, historic drama, and subtle character relationship in a way that feels very natural. Momo herself is a big part of the appeal. Smart, observant, and never rushed into romance. Even though it releases later in the year, this is one of the most anticipated returns overall. Alia returns for Season 2 in 2026. After becoming one of the most talked about romance anime in recent years, the appeal has always been the chemistry between Alia and Masachika, especially the way their interactions slowly build. Season 2 is expected to focus more on their relationship, while dialing back the Students' Council storyline. If it keeps the same balance of humor and romance, it should stay near the top of most people's watchlist. Those are the romance anime of 2026 that are worth keeping an eye on. Let me know in the comments which one are you most excited for, and don't forget to subscribe for more anime breakdowns and recommendations. That's it for this one. See you in the vortex. Peace.